Okay, this video is the Dr. Mcdougall elimination diet for food allergies. You can see his article that he wrote at his website. That's drmcdougall.com, and you'll find it under the title of the food elimination diet. And he says elimination diet is the best test for a food problem. You basically stop the food and the problem goes away. Then you restart the food and the symptom returns. Now there's a difference. Of course, food allergies are different. Food allergies are an immune system problem, and they can cause a rapid, intense reaction, and they typically happen fast, in less than 30 minutes. This can include anaphylaxis, hypotensive, like shock, tongue swelling, tightening throat. You can plug up your airways. So you don't want to mess around with that. If you got questions about a food allergy, you should go see an allergist doctor, okay? But food sensitivities are more vague problems that seem like they might be related to food. And then there's, of course, food intolerance symptoms, more like a digestive problem, like lactose intolerance causing bloating, diarrhea, flatulence, or something after, having milk that you can't digest because you don't got the lactase enzyme in your gut bacteria. Okay, but there's other more vague food sensitivities, we'll call them. Some of the most common causes of food allergies are dairy, eggs, chocolate, shellfish, fish, also wheat, corn, citrus fruits, tomatoes, and strawberries. Some of this stuff can be also because they're, spraying something on it. Sometimes it can be because it's, genetically modified. Let's see what else. It usually takes, in Mcdougall's opinion, it takes about a week to clear a food out of your body. Walsh, the previous allergist I talked about, he thinks it usually just takes 3 days to clear it out of your colon, but it can take a little more to get out of your body, to excrete it through urine, to excrete it through defecation. Okay, so bottom line, give it a week to let the food clear. Keep a food diary. Dr. Mcdougall recommends this. Keep a food diary so you can track what you're eating every day at each meal and write the approximate time that you eat. The reason is you want to try to find a pattern for when you develop symptoms and see if the symptom pattern correlates with what you ate, in the time course. Write down the time of the symptoms. Write down any insights into what you think might be causing the symptoms. Cooking food well distorts the protein more, denatures it more, and that makes proteins less allergenic. Eat a newly introduced food for 3 days in a row, he recommends, and see if it causes symptoms. So you got to give it enough time and have enough volume of it, if you will, to see if it's going to cause symptoms. He says foods that he recommends, Dr. Mcdougall recommends to eat on an elimination diet include rice, sweet potatoes, winter squash, most green and yellow veggies, including beets and salads, but no onions, peppers, cucumbers, or radishes. Fruits, he even recommends cooked fruits. Avoid citrus fruits, things like oranges, grapefruits, lemons, limes, tangerines, and tomatoes. For condiments, only salt is allowed, no dressings or spices. Beverages, only drink water. So the whole point of this is trying to figure out, why are you having some type of problem? Why are you having headaches, for example, or some other symptom? And just by narrowing it, only change one food at a time and give it some time to see if that makes a difference or not. And you can help figure it out. And in the end, you want to just stop eating that food. That's the only cure for the problem. So again, you can see this at Dr. Mcdougall's website, a little more detail in his article that he wrote called The Food Elimination Diet. Hope that was helpful.